Welcome to Danny's Den. I'm Danny. Imagine it's after midnight. A door slams and two little voices ask why someone just yelled. Your chest is loud. You have to act. And you need a plan you can actually use. I'm going to walk you through the small, urgent moves that make the difference in the first hours.
Quick promise. You'll leave with 3 short things to say to police or shelter staff, a sense of what an emergency protective order does versus a criminal arrest, and a short checklist to preserve evidence and protect your kids' routine. Practical steps. No legal fluff. Then get local help. So, what does an emergency protective order actually do? Think of it as a civil stay-away order. It can require someone to leave the home, keep distance, or stop contacting you right now. It isn't a criminal conviction. That's a different system. But it buys you breathing room so you can get help, make plans, and keep the kids safe. A quick note that matters. An arrest isn't required for you to seek an order, and an arrest doesn't automatically solve custody questions. Keep those tracks separate in your head. It changes what evidence you collect and which forms you ask for. Okay, the first 10 minutes. Step 1, get to a safe place. Lock a door, go to a neighbor, or head to a shelter. Step 2, call 911 if anyone is in immediate danger. Step 3, if officers arrive, say this calmly. I need a safety report, and I would like to request an emergency protective order. Short, direct.
A tiny, real moment. Last winter, a caller wrapped her toddler in a blanket at 1 a.m., grabbed the car keys she kept by the shoe rack as her signal, and stepped outside. That blanket and those keys were everything. Small, practical anchors, not drama. Hold on to those kinds of details when you decide to leave.
Preserving evidence is simple, even under stress. Take photos of injuries and damage, screenshot messages, save voicemails, and write dates and short notes about what happened. Ask police for the incident number and write it down. Put torn clothes or damaged items in a safe bag. These small things help later in court.
If you need shelter, say, I'm seeking emergency shelter and safety planning. Advocates will help with forms, local filing steps, and referrals to attorneys. Bring IDs if you can, a small list of meds, and school contacts, but don't risk your safety going back for papers alone.
Now, the kids. They'll notice first. Make medication accessible or tell the caregiver where it is. Call the school or daycare and simply say, there's a family emergency. Please keep child's name safe. We'll update you. No details required right away.
Use tiny scripts with the kids. I am keeping you safe. I love you. We're going to trusted place for dinner. Repeat a familiar routine. The same story, the same snack, the same seat. Those rituals signal safety when adults are fixing big things.
Curious. If a child asks questions, answer at their level. They don't need details. Say, adults are taking care of this. You are safe. Short, honest, reassuring.
On the court side, if you file for temporary or emergency custody, expect a quick hearing, sometimes same day, sometimes a few days out. Pack your evidence, photos, police report numbers, witness names, saved messages. Judges decide immediate safety first. Most emergency orders are temporary until a fuller hearing. To preserve your position over time, document everything. Keep a dated notebook or a secure digital file with times, short notes, copies of orders, and records of missed visits or threats. Showing you sought help and kept records matters in later custody decisions.
A protective order also reshapes relationships. Who picks up the kids, how exchanges work, and what communication looks like. When you date later, set boundaries that protect your children and your safety. You don't owe intimate legal details to new partners. You do owe clear plans.
Small anchors help more than you think. Keep a game day ritual. Sunday pancakes while the Eagles play, or a quick Yankee score update before bed. Same snack, same seat, same line before kickoff. It tells kids some parts of life are steady, even when adults are handling the messy stuff. Before we close, Here's a quick music reset I use when my chest feels too loud. An instrumental neo-soul or R&B groove. Slow keys, light rhythm, no heavy lyrics. Put it on for 5 minutes, breathe, and let your shoulders drop. Music steadies you enough to make the next call with a clearer head.
Rapid recap. 1. Get to safety and call 911 if needed. 2. Tell police you want a safety report and an emergency protective order. 3. Preserve photos, messages, and the incident number. 4. Secure meds and notify school or caregivers with a short factual line. 5. Reach out to local shelters, domestic violence hotlines, or legal aid for help filing. Search Domestic Violence Hotline plus your county to find local numbers fast.
If you're in immediate danger, call emergency services now. If you need support and don't know where to turn, contact your local domestic violence hotline, a shelter, or legal aid. Advocates can help with safety plans, court forms, and attorney referrals. If this episode helped, subscribe to Danny's Den for weekly practical guides on law, parenting, sports, and pop culture. You can also send a direct message on the podcast page or visit the Legal Assistance Center website to request a free 30-minute consultation to see if I can help. Let's chat.
Thank you for letting me into this difficult space. Take a breath, hold the kids close if you can, and remember, getting help is a strength. We'll keep talking about how to protect the people you love while keeping those small routines that hold everyone steady. Let's chat.